Welcome to the world of Starloss, a land of conflict and awe where giant beasts abound and ancient kingdoms reign. One such nation is the Empire of Stonekeeper, which has recently enacted a law to outlaw the use of unapproved magic and mages. But our story follows a group who had already made themselves outlaws. 6 months ago, our band of plucky adventurers...
What is plucky? Is plucky a bad word? I don't say bad words.
Adventurers had made their... How are you here, PP? This is an advertisement.
I don't know. I just walked into the bathroom and there was this little booth. And there was this little thing. Tap.
Okay, that's a microphone. You're in a recording booth. Wait, there aren't recording booths. Where are you?
I am wherever scared feelings go. I am scared.
Oh, hey, buddy, it's okay. Just here. How about you tell everyone at home all about your friends?
Oh, okay. There's Wilfried, and there's Aim, and Bobski, and Klaus, and the little dragon. Oh, and me, Peppatraziris Popiripo.
And you're all going on a grand adventure in just a short time. On Saturday, June 25th at 12 Eastern, that's noon, live on youtube.com/Starlost Seas.
We are?
Yeah! Come see what has become of the crew in the months that they've been on the run and get all sorts of fun from our players, all hosted by yours truly. Make this solstice one to remember.
Yeah! What is a solstice?
I'll explain after I figure out how to put you back into the narrative, okay, buddy?
Okay!
Welcome back to Starlost Seas. I'm Cryolane, I'm your DM, and this is our party.
Let's go! Let's go! He's too tired to realize it, but he waved.
I think that was like the most guttural scream I've done in months.
I was looking into the camera, so then I just one point everyone just started screaming, and I'm like, "What happened? Is everyone okay? What was that?"
When I do the wave, I always look at Pulse's camera.
I always look at
directly at Pulse. I always look at Pulse's camera.
I always want to know what he's gonna do.
But no more since he's now waved.
It's there. We're free. We're free of the curse. Last time on Starlost Seas was mostly dealing with the fact that Lotus died. Gillian, in now possessing the body of anybody who was recently infected by his werewolf form, had infected Petrin, and Lotus, while speaking to him, had been attacked, taken down to 0 hit points, and saved by being pulled out of the timeline by Time. Time proceeded to have a good conversation with Lotus, explained to her some ins and outs. She taught Time a couple of, general manner things. And then Time took her back in time. God, these sentences are not going to get any easier. Give it a name! Give it a name other than Time! Don't make me do this!
No. They told me that was their name.
God damn it. So, took Lotus back in time so she could speak with Kaeli in the past, so Kaeli could send a message to Dolus to rescue her in the present. Kaeli, being the chaotic creature that she is, decided to run along with it because, God, if there's nothing funnier than profusely injuring a person for several years just so you can help them in the long run. Dolus magically received a tattoo that has been slowly effervescing along his green arm for the last few years. They revealed the location of Lotus so that she could be rescued. During this time, the rest of the group hunted down Petrin Gillian, who had holed himself up underneath the spruce tree in the center of the lake sanctuary, where he set fire to it from beneath. He then pulled himself out, claiming that despite his full intent to let the fire claim him as well, there was a semblance of Petrin that was still awake and both prevented him from completely killing Lotus, and also kept him from killing himself. You tied him up, placed a boot in his mouth, and the birds headed off to the ship high in the sky to get a bead on the situation, while the rest of you started taking him back to Sanctuary. And we are going to pick up our session today with the birds flying up onto the deck of the ship. Dolus, you learned from last time, and you give them a warning that it's you two coming up before you just fly over the edge of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just go up and then immediately land on the nearest spot on the deck.
I do the same thing.
The moment Lotus comes over the edge, like all of the usual crew, like Lorelei, Eggold, Wok, Kaeda, like all of the usuals who are still on deck are immediately just super relieved and come running over. Wok picks you up in a hug that is just devastating.
You're gonna kill me. I mean, I guess I already died, so it's fine.
I mean, she just drops you.
Well,
Gave us a scare.
yes.
Your healer, they seemingly exhausted themselves, bringing Lotus back to life.
Good reason to exhaust themselves.
Yes, thank you all so much.
Nodding. Alina comes up to you and, like, looks down at you in a moment. It's like, so you're alive? All good? All the bits?
Mhm.
Okay. Turns away. Then she turns back really quick and hugs you.
Oh,
Please don't kill me.
I won't.
Okay.
Pat her.
As much as I would love to continue to give my gratitude, we have come here now to assess the situation. Why is the boat so high up in the air?
Lorelei kind of like steps forward. She's like, well, we've been taking catapult fire pretty much on and off all morning. Superstructure on the lower half of the ship is basically shot. If there was any cargo in the cargo hold, it would have fallen out hours ago. And generally pretty sure if we take a few more good hits, she might just fall out of the sky.
Did it look like shattered up when we
There's a
were going up?
lot of, as you like fly up, there's like a lot of blunt, cracked, and burnt damage to like the undersides.
Okay. I see.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Can fix it. That'd be pretty great. Otherwise, no, I think the safest thing to do is just bring her down for... I don't know. Bring her down, take her out of the sky. These mages might be better used to you on the ground. Your other option is we stay really high up and drop things, but accuracy sort of tapers off at a point.
I
Right.
mean, if we let Twink know, you may have a solution, and then we can, build the ship again. You guys can also get the medic back on board. So,
I don't know that whatever Twink could do could rebuild the whole ship in a
That's fine.
reasonable amount of time. Yes, my statement still stands.
If we could reinforce a few specific spots, then we stand a lot better chance. We just need time to collect our bearings.
Hmm.
Little hard to get during, war.
Right.
What about you all? You handling the werewolves fine?
Oh.
Yeah, no, we didn't get an update on that up here.
Right. I'm sorry. So everyone.
Is Gillian, yeah? You sort of dropped that when you were up here previously.
Right, yes, everyone who had been infected by his lycanthropy is now part of... It's now shares Gillian's consciousness, from what I understand. And that means everyone.
So there's like 30 Gillians left.
Okay, well.
And that includes all of the Westwood soldiers that were infected as well.
Oh, well, that's common. Okay,
Yep.
well. If shit hits the fan, the ship can hold, I don't know, 120 people. Get out of here, if need be. Not saying that I'm planning on turning tail and run. You know, making sure you all know the options on the table.
Right. Thank you, Lorelei.
Oh, don't thank me. I'm, thinking about that option for a reason. She, walks back off to the helm.
There's also a reason she hasn't taken it. Well, I say we relay this back to the others, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And I'll just wave to the rest of the ship, to the rest of the crew on the ship, and then just kind of jump over the railing.
As you are taking off, you hear Lorelei shouting, commands. She's gonna get the ship lower in a safer area so they can hopefully try and work on repairing things.
Okay. Cool.
You set off for Sanctuary below. Twink, Mara, Hick, you are all to shore by now with a tied-up Petron walking through Sanctuary. Wow.
All right, I need somewhere to work.
Work on what?
Undoing this thing.
Okay.
Hello.
Now, do you need him?
Yep.
Could take him
Yep.
to the Eld Tree.
No, I'll need a bigger area. I'll need.
You'll need someone, you'll probably need someone good with, specifically magic to do with the mind, if possible. Could also do with summoning, similar fields of magic.
Summoning.
Yes.
What I need my fucking notes.
And where would
You
those
know.
be?
Yeah, where would those be?
Other you.
For now, I need an area. I need an area to work. We need to get with the council. We need to find.
Where
somewhere
they
to
set
work.
up the triage was pretty spread out.
Yeah, but I don't want to be interrupted. That's an area for loud, screaming, hurt people.
Suppose so. Well, I guess we'll track down Illis or something, and then go from there.
For now, we'll make our way to Yell Tree. Me and this one, if you guys can get her, bring her with you.
Yeah. Mar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, you guys head to the L. Twink, you go with Petra Gillian.
Petrillion.
Yeah, you go with
Petrillion.
you go with Petrillion to the Eld Tree, while Hick and Mara go off to find Illis. Lotus, Dolus, you had plans to meet up around the front, so you will land before Mara and Hick get to Illis because you're faster by nature.
Illis.
Yes, Petron. Where is he? Is he okay?
He's Gillian.
Okay, got it. Glad to confirm that.
He's with Twink and the others.
Okay.
they should be taking him this way.
The big tree is in trouble.
Yes, the large tree on the lake is burning.
It's what?
Burning. Petrin Gillian went underground and lit it on fire from below.
He went into the grave mound and he lit it on fire. Okay. That's... Okay, that's bad. That's bad. That's a gigantic cultural loss, not to mention the absolutely immense amount of ash that's going to put into the air and the lake, and the city's going to be in the ground for decades. She turns back to the front, and you can hear the fighting has gotten just even worse than this morning. I can't spare anyone to put it out.
Right.
It's unfortunate to say, and I'm sure that there are those here in the city who would see me lynched for saying it, but it is just a tree.
I thought it was connected to the ley lines.
Probably. Grew out of them, seeped off their power, connected to them. It could be incredibly important, it could be incredibly detrimental that it burns, but right now I have several hundred people who are fighting against werewolves and killer robots, and your cannon is approaching ever closer every moment.
Yeah.
As much as I regret to say it, the spruce is going to burn. And we will deal with it as soon as we are able. As your lovely leader often says, prioritize.
Right.
Mara, Hick, you guys would come jogging up around now.
Illis.
Hello, huge, to Mara. Huge thanks for working with Vala on your whatever that noxious goo is. It has done wonders. So,
Where's Twink? I'm sorry to interrupt. Where's Twink and Gillian?
Oh, they're off on
Together.
their own.
What? Where?
fine.
It's fine. He's bound,
Yeah.
hardly alive. For now, Illis, Twink needs a big area to work.
It's a big area to work. Is he... Oh,
He's gonna try and cure him.
right. I'm trying to think of all he would need. My home, not far from the elm tree. Magical runes, everything, books galore, ingredients, materials, it's all in the basement.
Do you have anybody that would be good with summoning magic or magic that deals with the mind?
Other than our Lashna, most of our mages are on your ship.
Right. And that is, and she kind of looks over to Lotus and Dolus.
The ship, they've taken a lot of damage, and so they're descending to repair or let the mages come off to be of more use to us here on the ground.
You guys are faster than us. Do you think you'd be able to go ask if we can get one or two of either of those people that would be good at it?
At what specifically, once more?
We need
Magic
somebody
with the mind?
Magic with the mind or summoning. Those are the two main things that Gillian at least thinks can undo it.
Okay.
And you're trusting him?
I don't think he wants to be in that body any more than we want him to be.
Right. Okay, well, back
Worst
up
case
we go, I
scenario,
suppose.
Dolus. We'll kill him if we have to.
Right. Back up we go, I suppose. I guess we'll go back to the ship.
The bird take off, backtracking towards the elm tree.
Yeah.
Meet with Twink. Okay. Twink, you and Gillian are kind of waiting out in front of the elm tree.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a few minutes if you can do it in between here.
Okay.
As we're walking there, once they're out of distance of hearing me, I'm gonna ask him, what else? What can you still do with that body?
Very good question. Never been an elf before. Surprisingly quick on the healing, recuperating.
What
I
about
should feel exhausted, but I'm the most awake I think I've ever been in my entire life.
magic?
Magic is a different thing. It seems I'm drawing on my own reserves rather than patrons, which is dangerous in its own way. It means that all of the other me's can also cast all the same magic I always could, but it also means I am connected tenuously to this body. I don't know if me using magic will destroy Petrin, destroy me. I don't know. Could do anything.
Can you teleport?
Yes.
We're gonna try it. And I'm gonna pull out the scrying mirror.
I don't
And
have
I'm
my focus.
I pull out the ring.
Ooh. He presents his tied up hand.
I drop it in.
Thank you for making it cool. It on with one hand.
I'm gonna attempt to scry on Fairmont.
All right. One moment.
Crow's like, I
I
gotta
have
prepare
to
my
make a roll.
Fairmont.
I do have to prepare my Fairmont. I need you. Oh no, I have to make it. Okay, perfect.
And I'm very, very familiar with the target.
You are very familiar with the target. The mirror shimmers this sort of silverish blue, and then suddenly you see the inside of some kind of workspace, and in it you see a very familiar fire ganassi cranking away at some sort of cogged mechanism.
Gillian, do you see this man?
I do.
Do you know him?
He looks so ramshackle. Old head of the Artificer Guild, yes?
So you do know him?
I did in fact study in the academy for many years. Also, I'm an inquisitor. I kind of have a list of all of the high-value unreliables that the Empire wants. Well, you know.
Send him a message. Ask him where he is so we can teleport to him. Tell him it's for me.
He'll ring up, and he clicks each finger down in this really weird rhythmic pattern. And then he goes. And then you watch on the scrying as Fairmont shoots up and is like. So he's very happy to hear from you. And I can get us there just fine.
All right, we gotta make this quick before they get back.
Twink, would you care to hold my hand?
Yes, actually, I would care very much.
Oh, come on.
I grab his wrist.
He snaps his fingers, and there is a warp around you. It's not like Delilah's or Martin's with that crystalline effect. It's almost like a squeezing tunnel. All of the light around you stretches until everything's white, and then it zooms back, and you are in that little workshop. And Fairmont is there just I
You're
haven't
so
seen you
loud.
in so long, Twink. You're here. You made it.
It won't be
You're
long.
alive.
Yep, I'm alive. I can't stay long.
You. But I can put tea on. I have.
Nope. Just need my notebook.
Your notebook.
Yeah, I know you have it, you fucker. There's a reason it wasn't in the fucking shop when I left.
I mean, I just they were gonna take everything apart, and I knew how fickle you were about it, and frankly, I didn't know if you'd come to you if I didn't have something that you wanted.
Yeah,
so
okay. I'm very aware.
He, like, digs through a thing with his robotic arm, and he pulls it out. He's oh, there's oil. Hang on. He opens it up, and he's like, and just a bunch of dust flows out of it. All right. Who's your friend?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. You're properly coming back here, right? Though there's a lot going on.
Yeah, where exactly are you?
Yuba.
Yeah, but where?
Whoa, I am right on the outskirts of your new land. Actually, look out the window.
How the fuck do you know that?
Well, Alashna caught me up. I hear that you've been
That bitch.
getting involved in some
That bitch.
stuff I probably should have told you
We'll
about a
talk
long
about this
time
later.
ago.
We'll talk
Okay,
about this
there's
later.
a lot we have to talk about.
I'm gonna open the door and take a quick look outside so I can understand what the surroundings look like.
You open the door, like you go to open the door, and Gillian's like, "Wait, what the fuck?" You open it. It's like, it is like this pristine Norse fjord with these sharp gray cliffs and mountains, and this beautiful green grass that has snow fleckered on it. But as you look out, you see these floating chunks of land. Oh yeah, those are new.
I am never gonna remember what this looks like. All right, let's go.
Oh, it's okay. Everyone knows how to find me. That's not true. If everyone knew how to find me, it'd be a problem. People know how to find me. You'll be fine.
Gillian, do it.
Goodbye. He snaps his fingers, and there's a, and then you're just back in front of the elm tree. Gillian he drops to his knees. Oh, that is tiring.
Yeah, I'll take that ring back now.
Oh. All right.
Sorry,
I get
buddy.
it. No, I get it. Just saying. I need my help.
Yeah, I might. And you'll get it back when I do.
Then, about a minute after this, Hick and Mara come trotting up.
Okay, so Illa said we can use her house.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest that earlier, but I thought she might get mad.
Lotus and Dolus are going to see if they can find any mages that are good with the mind, but I might be able to help. Mara, you might be able to help with the summoning, right? I mean, I've seen you bring back some animals. I don't know how much juice you got left, though. I know it's been a lot today. Nothing?
Gone.
Okay,
A spent elf and one half of a sad little pair of twins. Twink, your armed forces are amazing.
Who the fuck's this?
consider yourself lucky that you're in Petron's body.
Oh. Wait.
Not lucky about that at all. This is the opposite of what I want.
Don't worry, I'm sure
Anyways, let's get going.
Perfect. Bigger things to focus on.
Crow,
Yeah.
I want to mind link and call him an asshole.
You mind link and call him an asshole. He kind of flinches.
That's all.
All right. He has a moment. He has a moment of like, what the? And he looks right at you.
Hickory, in her mind, really just thought she thought that to herself.
He looks right at you, and he's like, he has this look of almost realization on his face. Then he chuckles, and then he keeps walking after Twink.
Okay.
Birds, you make it to the ship. It's now about like the height of the trees, but just over the lake.
Hello, we're back.
It was fast.
We were told to ask if there are any mages here who specialize with magic of the mind, I think, or summoning.
Yes.
Alina like steps forward. She's like, I'm a
Putting my
summoner.
hands on her shoulders.
Ah!
Okay, we're taking you. Anybody else?
The elf that looks so much like Socrates, his father Clark, steps forward and goes, I don't specialize, but I am the best mage we have here. Don't really think we have any people who specialize in that.
Okay.
I think 2 is fine, right?
2 is all we can carry.
Okay.
Carry. You pick up Alina. She's like, as you like just go off the edge. Clark
do
is
the
like
same
looking
to
at
Clark.
Dolus.
I'll just start walking up behind him.
All right, well, flying. This will be good. Good. Not a spell I ever learned. Oh my. Takes him over the side.
I guess I'll go back down.
The rest of you arrive at Illis's
Yeah.
house. The birds are on their way. Twink, you find the same guard from the previous day there.
Hey.
Hey!
Yeah, we're gonna be using Ellis's home.
Oh, yeah. She sent ahead.
Oh, good.
I'm here to make sure it stays safe. Opens it up.
I feel so safe.
Gotcha.
All right.
Head in. There's only one door on the lower level, so it makes it pretty clear where the basement is.
Let's do it.
And so you open the door and head down. And Twink, you are astonished to see. It looks like what a proper like Mages Guild Center courtroom. It's got runes all across the floor. It's got big stone alchemy tables all set up. It has baskets that seem to be grown out of the roots of the tree that are holding all sorts of materials from minerals, and baskets of all manner of herbs. Mara, you're very excited as you see one corner is like dedicated entirely to a living garden of alchemy ingredients. Gillian goes, oh my. Certainly keeps the best for herself, doesn't she?
Yes, this is what we needed.
So shall I sit? Do you need? Should I lay on the table? Or are you going to cut me open and take samples?
No. Nope. You're gonna go through that bookshelf, look for every book that you can find that would have anything to do with what's going on here.
Well, I'm afraid I might not be able to reach the high shelf.
I don't need you to reach the books. I need you to find them. You can use your eyes, right?
Alpha is quite good, yes. Fine. Find the books. He walks over.
All right.
What about us?
Pretty much the same thing. I'm gonna go through my notes. Drop the book down and I
What?
start flipping through it.
What? You just
This-
said you didn't have them.
Well, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I never said I did not have my notes. I said
He said he needed them.
I needed my notes.
Keep your ears on, kid. A lot of things going on. Don't have time to catch everyone up on everything.
Hickory kind of looks between the two of them. just like I don't like that. she goes off to look
Tall
at the books.
elf
Yeah.
Second shelf from the top, fourth from the left.
Okay.
And then Mara,
Grab it.
he starts just telling you books on like high shelf.
It's actually where I was gonna start, but this works.
Birds, you land out in front of the tree that was vaguely indicated to you via Illis as her home, and there's a guard there who's just like, "Oh,
Hi.
hello. You're with Twink?
Yep.
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah, he's down in the basement, and he's just
Cool.
seeing. He opens the door.
Okay.
After you. Wait, I should verify that you're with Twink somehow.
I'll just keep walking past him.
Wait, no.
Also just
Twig, they're coming in! Twig, you hear, like, muffled from the front. And then the birds start coming down the stairs.
Oh, okay. Good.
Hi.
With Alina and Clark in tow.
Yep.
Oh,
Fantastic.
good. You brought people.
Yes.
Yes. Best
Who's that
mages we
one?
could find. Which one? That's Alina.
The other one.
Oh,
It's
this
Sasha's dad.
is Clark and Shoes, Socrates' father.
Hello!
I heard you were a skilled mage.
I'm the most renowned wizard of the Westwood.
Okay, well, I pull out the totem and I set it down. I was like, you start inspecting those and tell me what you see.
Alina, like, immediately lights up and rushes forward. She goes like, a simulacrum totem! I'm sorry. She, like, puts it down slowly.
What do we do?
Well,
can
I don't
just sit
know.
here. Okay, I'll just sit here.
you guys could help Lorelei with the ship, being how you can fly and all.
Oh, right. Twink, the ship has taken a lot of damage. We were told to ask you if you knew if you could help it at all.
Afraid not at the moment, but you know, our ship was made by the Westwood, so I'm sure they have people who know how to fix that.
Okay. I guess our flying services are needed. Let's go. It's
Okay.
magic I'm not good at.
I also imagine they're not fighting since they're ship makers. So should be able to spare those people.
Okay.
Oh, also, Illis said that we're just gonna leave the tree to burn.
It's a good choice. I wasn't gonna make it for her, but it's the one she should have chose.
Uh-huh.
Patrick chuckles at his spot as he's directing Mara to pick another book out.
Hickory like holds up a book. What about this one?
What is the title of it, Cryo?
The title of it is Matters of the Mind, a Dissection of the Soul and the Brain.
Huh.
Yeah, that
So
one.
just-
That one will be helpful.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
What all have I grabbed?
You have
read a book.
You have grabbed all of the books that Gillian has told you. There's like a solid dozen of them, and he's like, "All right, now put those somewhere I can palm them."
Twink,
Yes,
if I'm pointing at the Petron Gillian.
Hello.
If he ever does something that you don't like, just let me know, and then I will do super secret forbidden move that Raiden told me not to do.
Super,
Okay.
What? No. What? No. Why?
What?
Who?
Okay.
That does sound
yeah,
fun.
it does sound great.
Okay.
I kind of want to see that. Later, you show me.
Okay. Alright, let's go, Dulles.
Oh, okay. What? Secret move.
Ship.
Lotus just bounds up the stairs really excitedly.
As they're leaving, Hickory kind of goes over to the alchemy plants and goes, "Hey, Mara,
Yeah.
what's this stuff?"
What?
She just points over at all the alchemy plants.
I don't know. I'm grabbing books.
Just switch with me. We'll be fine. You're out of magic. Go. Maybe you can.
Can you reach that shelf?
I'm like 2 inches shorter than you.
Can you reach that shelf?
You can reach that shelf on your tippy toes.
That's fine.
All right. Good luck. I'll go ahead over
You
there.
too.
You swap places, and Gillian's just like, hi.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, rude. Third shelf, fourth from the left.
She grabs the book.
I was just gonna say, as we're heading out, Dolus walks over to where Alina and Clark are doing whatever they're doing. She's like, "Good luck, you two. I know you can do it."
Alina's like enamored in this thing, and Clark is just like, he's like waiting for her to say something, and then he nudges her, and she's like, yes.
Okay.
She immediately goes back to it.
Walk back up the stairs.
Birds, you set off to find any ship makers or ship workers here in the Westwood. You're gonna start with Illis. Mara, I would like you to make an investigation check. And Twink, I would like you to make an Arcana check.
15.
Nice.
Real quick, just want to... I was rolling for tolerance. I got a 17.
It's a con save.
Yeah.
I only got a 13.
13. Okay. Twink, you're struggling to find anything super relevant in your notes. You've made a lot of... You find your rune cipher in your interior pages, and you're sort of trying to compare it while Alina and Clark are doing their work. And across the way, Alina's like cross-checking everything, and she's like, Twink, I don't recognize this symbol. Did you make this one up? Or did other you make this one up?
I mean, you don't just make those things up.
Well, I mean, I guess someone made all of them up.
Yeah, that's fair.
Did you just recognize something I said is correct?
I mean, logic. Someone did make all of them up.
Can I see your book?
Why?
So I can cross-reference any of the notes that you had that could be relevant to this? You can
Don't
see my
change.
book.
Don't change the page.
Pulls it over. She looks at it.
I
These
go
are
back
really-
to doing my own thing.
Oh, okay. She starts fiddling around. Mara, you find a what was a bushel of wolfsbane that has clearly been trimmed recently. Illis probably donated whatever personal amount she had to the cause. But you do also find some other very useful medicinal and poisonous plants, and a lot of calamum. That flower you couldn't find a lot of the other day. Not the other day, earlier today.
This seems useful.
Stashed it all. Gillian has directed Hickory to grab like another half a dozen books and then lay them out on a table. And he's just sort of like opening them with his one hand and like leaning over and going over all of his notes. You and I are in sort of a similar situation, I suppose. Trapped out of body, except I guess you're trapped in body. Well, I guess I'm trapped in body also, not mine.
But one of us is a genocidal maniac.
Ah! Psychopath. Maniac implies I'm manic.
Yeah, you know. We're not that similar. It's... At least you know where yours is coming from.
You don't know where yours is.
Nope.
That little trick you did earlier, you can just do that, yes?
What do
Talking in brains, you called me an asshole.
You heard that?
You said it to me.
No, it showed up when your whole thing started going.
Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Twink! I need a sample of the double one's blood.
Huh?
It's relevant.
Huh?
Fine.
I thought you'd give her an order or something. Aren't you, like, the leader of her country?
She summons the moment and cuts her palm.
Oh! Quick! Decisive. I like it. Good.
What are you gonna put that in?
Yeah, I was also asking so that someone could provide, like, a beaker or something.
With her, she like just immediately unsummons the moment and digs in her bag for anything. I assume I have something to hold liquid.
Do you have a glass jar in your inventory?
Have you drank a potion of healing?
I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did.
you smashed it on the ground. Damn it!
You pull out the blank the empty bottle. And you just let your blood, like, drip in there for a second. And he's like, fabulous. He, like, looks over at the alchemy table and he's like, put it on the second burner. And you turns back to Mara. The yellow flower you just collected a lot of. Put it in the first burner. Fabulous. I do so love a research team. He's like flicking through the book.
I'm only helping you because you might be able to help me figure out some answers.
You're only helping me because I wasn't able to kill you fast enough. You weren't able to kill me well enough.
She just kind of goes to set her blood to the burner. Using a rag to cover up her palm so it'll close.
Alright. Pretty easy. Birds, you have found some elves who were currently helping with siege reinforcements that Illis has told you could take 2 of them at a time, a grand total of 4, to the ship.
I give them taffy on the way so that while we're carrying them, they're just eating taffy.
They are just eating taffy.
The ones I'm carrying are not eating taffy.
The 2 that Lotus brings are eating taffy. When they get dropped off, they're just like, "You like the taffy?" And they're like, "I didn't get taffy."
Why did I get the scary one?
Why did I get the dick? Give me a fucking taffy. Anyways. So yeah. Eggled quickly sets about with them on doing repairs inside while he hands you guys a bunch of, like, carpentry tools, and he goes, okay. I assume you have no idea how to use these.
Absolutely not.
He turns to Lotus and then has a moment of just like, no. Board go on, nail go in, hammer.
Okay, I got it.
I'll tell you where.
Okay.
Then he starts, like, leaning over and pointing out areas that you guys need to go, like, brace.
If there's any higher areas to reach, I can stably get them first, and I start floating.
What?
Yeah, he does that. It's really cool.
Can you do that?
Can you do that? Okay, no.
Doesn't seem like you could do that.
One day.
He's like, fuck. Yeah. You can get me points at a few, like, extra, like, in more important places that a stable hand will be better.
Mm-hmm.
And you, for me, make have to find the right one for this. So many rolls already today.
Oh.
Can you make just a 20 roll for me, both of you?
Okay,
But
D20.
Lotus with disadvantage because you were flapping as you were trying to hammer things in.
Roll for carpentry. Oh no.
Oh yeah. I rolled a 19.
All
I
right,
hate that. Oh no.
Lotus, what did you roll?
I rolled a 3 and a 6. Never done this before. 2 years old,
Alright.
by the way.
Fine.
Straight to the
Go.
thumb.
Yeah, so Lotus, you do manage to nick your hand a couple of times as you're trying to hammer this board in. Just every time you're like, I got this. Dun, ow! I got this. Dun, ow!
It's fine.
Are you all right?
I'm good.
You don't sound good.
Dolus, what did you roll?
I rolled a 19.
You've seen Raiden do a lot of work on the cabin, so you have a general idea of the mechanics needed. So you managed to get a couple braces in really easily.
Lotus,
Yes.
are you hurting yourself?
No.
Are you lying to me?
Maybe.
Lotus, you get to a point where you feel like confident finally, and you've hammered in more nails than should be necessary for this job. A few of them are bent. A majority of them are bent.
Perfect.
You're
I'll
like
survive.
perfect, and then one end just kind of.
Lotus, stop while you're ahead.
I want to be useful.
You can be useful in other ways. Maybe by not wasting the wood and nails.
Yeah, maybe you just bring boards to your brother, like Egglef's leaning over and looking at this now.
Okay.
You fly up and start
Cool.
going through everything.
Lotus just came back from the dead and she's getting shit on.
Ain't nobody shitting on her. She just
Life
sucks.
is.
By a board and nail.
Ain't
Oh,
nobody
God.
shitting on
I
her,
need
she just sucks.
I need that to you. If we're, it's a shirt. It's gonna be a shirt. Ain't nobody shitting on you. You just suck.
And it's just Dolus's face and a finger pointing.
So, back in the basement statement, that is interesting. Mara, you're sort of watching over all of the alchemy as everything's bubbling away. Gillian has brought a few books over to Clark and Alina. And Alina, at one point, while going through Twink's notes, she was just like, "Twink, I have to have a moment here. This is like the most neatly organized spellbook I've ever seen."
Yeah, I mean, well, whenever I come across a spell I want to copy and put into something, I just copy it in there.
And you have everything is categorized, and she's like flipping through but keeping her pinky to hold the page you had. It's fantastic. It's a dream. Can we organize Twinktania's libraries like this?
I mean, you're gonna do that, so
Oh, I get to organize libraries?
yep. In fact, you're in charge of stocking it too.
Yes! And she hands it back to you, and like she's made a bunch of notes.
I guess it is kind of like a spell book, huh?
Well, I mean, it's a book with spells in it, so it's kind of the definition of a spell book.
Yeah. Wait a minute, you weren't supposed to go past the one page.
I'm sorry, I had to. No, I like literally had to for notes, but also I had to. Okay, you're scaring me now. She like goes back to her notes. And Clark's like, an inquisitive mind is good.
Till you blow yourself up.
Well, can't ever learn if you don't blow yourself up a few times.
Huh?
Just saying, the first fireball never goes over smoothly.
Sometimes people just die.
Yes. Yes, they do.
Yeah. I don't want to be near the first fireball.
Alina's like, oh no, it's okay. I have no intent to learn fireball.
I know what you intend to learn.
Yeah. Okay. She goes back to her notes.
Regardless, did you find that rune?
Oh, yes, I did.
What?
What? I found the rune that I needed.
It's been a long day.
But actually like you took an old Elvish rune and you translated it into some kind of off-brand sort of script from old Shade Step, and then it went back into runes. It's interesting. I like it.
Have you tried comprehending languages on it yet?
She drops her quill and is just like, all right.
So no.
No. She just claps her hands together and just goes. Starts writing down in common.
So?
All those bound by blood and tincture to the breaker of this talisman and the bearer of this curse shall bear the soul of he until such a time that soul has spent its it's exactly kind of what you'd expect, and then you have all of the necessary lineages of the simulacrum at the bottom with a few tweaks about the body. So
back to the part about the bear until they what? Until they
shall expire, leave their curse, or become one with the. And this is a word that, I mean, obviously in common it's just a word, but the actual translation it's strange. Until they become one with the origin. I don't know what that means. It translates almost into one with the universe, and it translates almost one with dead, and then it just sort of translates into this.
My head hurts.
Gillian's like,
leave the curse was in there though.
also leave their body.
Why did you want Socrates?
Martin told me that with Socrates I could cure myself.
But you don't know that for sure.
No, I don't. Got a little swept up in my furious rage, admittedly.
All right, well, let's keep looking.
Mara, you watch as the dripping into the final vial of all of the alchemy tubes. It started out like kind of a dark red, like the color of boiling blood, and then every now and then it got bits of like yellow from the calumum in it, until suddenly it just like curls over itself almost, like waves that are like lapping, and it starts to turn green.
It's looking green.
Gillian like shoots up and he goes, ah! Fabulous.
What's that mean?
It means you're like Martin.
Yeah, I'm a human.
Martin's not human. Neither are you.
Pretty sure I'd know if I wasn't human.
Well, if that was human blood, it would have just boiled and had a disgusting scent to it. However, it's green, and I'm sure if you smell it, it'll have sort of a sickly sweet smell, and if you give it time to mull over and add some wolf's bane and other things to it, it'll turn this lovely clearish silver. You've seen it before.
Your vials.
Yes. Lets me control my self in my wolf state. However, I believe it may also have something to do with gestures. Also,
Right.
This spell talks about a curse and a tincture, and that is the only thing I have been imbibing that is out of the norm as of late. So,
The origin is Martin.
is it? Should I return to Martin? Will that remove me from the body?
Mr. In Shoes, you were
Yes.
Socrates' dad. How?
Yes.
How? Did you not know about him being?
Well, the werewolf gene in my family has been inert for dozen generations. Sock was just unlucky.
Do you know anything that we might not, in terms of how lycanthropy works?
A curse carried by blood, connected to your body and soul. That is why it travels the way a contagion would, but is removed the same way you would a magical curse. It's also why trueborns can't be cured so easily.
Because it's linked to their soul.
Yes. Who they are as a being requires a physical rendering of who they are, down to the smallest scale.
Okay, so we have the infection of lycanthropy and a vial that you used to control the lycanthropy.
Mm-hmm.
And that all means... What?
It means, and Alita's like, I got it. I know what it means. It means we can't just fix this all at once. And she kind of sits back down. Yeah, we can't just fix this all at once. Because whatever he drank, she points at Gillian, he put into his blood, which he then fed to all his soldiers, which connected them all, and now... But...
The Westwood was never fed that vial.
It's not. Which might be why Petrin still has some say in what you do. Gillian kind of just nods his head and he's like, yes, he is persistent, loud, irritating.
You can hear him?
Yes.
Okay, you asked if I could connect to the head.
I didn't ask. I know you can. I said that you can.
Right, and then you say I'm like Martin. So
Yes, he could do the same.
What is he?
He is something called a Kalash Star. I don't know all of the details. It's something he keeps quite privy.
Okay, and I assume I know fuck all
Nothing.
about that.
Nothing about
Cool.
that. None of you
Yeah.
know anything about what that is. Food. But yeah, no, none of you know what a Kalash Star is.
Then what if I try to connect to you two and see if I can find a seam or something like that?
What if we take your blood, make a second tincture, and use it to reverse the process?
Twink?
Yeah, I assume that's what he was doing the whole time.
Why it's boiling over there, he looks at it.
Part of me thought you were just trying to prove that you were right.
Oh, I mean, I was.
However, we don't know how to reverse it,
Alina's like,
nor if it even works that way. I mean, you don't have anywhere to go. We'll just erase.
True.
That's not usually how things work. You have to have somewhere to go.
I mean, hopefully I go to wherever I would go afterwards.
I mean, You know as well as I do, in cases of magic, there has to be a host, something. There has to be something. There can't just be nothing.
Maybe I could stay in this body. It's not that bad. Other than the fact that it's a disgusting elf.
Hey, Lena, send Lotus a message and tell her to bring us a frog.
No. No.
What?
Frog?
You'd probably consider better than an elf, wouldn't you?
I don't have any say in this, do I?
No, you don't.
Ribbit. Lotus, you get a message in your brain from Alina who just goes, "Hey, Twink needs a frog."
Oh. Dulles,
Yes.
I just got a message from Elena that Twink needs a frog. So I'm gonna go find frogs.
What?
I don't know. But they're probably doing magic-y things, and I don't really understand magic-y things. So I'm
Okay.
gonna go find a frog.
Well, no, we're both gonna go find a frog.
Oh, okay. Here I go.
Sorry, Eggold. We need it.
Okay, go find a frog, I suppose.
Okay.
Do you think a fish will work?
No. Well, they asked for a frog.
So we should probably get a frog. But it'll be
Yes.
sure, but a fish. A tadpole.
One of you makes survival with advantage.
I got you.
I want to do it.
Okay. Oh, can we both roll one instead of rolling with advantage?
You could both roll one and we'll use the better of the two.
Let's go.
It's a weird
It's
advantage.
called
but-
sibling advantage.
Yeah, we'll call it that from now on.
That's just advantage, but you're taking one roll.
All right.
Yeah, we know
Lotus,
what it is, Noah.
Lotus, what did you get?
17.
Lotus,
I
what did you
got 22.
Nice.
get? 22 it is. Lotus, you pick an area near the edge of the lake that you think would probably have frogs, and Dolus flies over and just almost immediately is just like, there! And there is indeed a frog just sitting on a log. Like,
Bars. We'll just
I
go
just
over and
swoop
yeah.
down and
you just swoop down
grab
and
it with
grab it. It's just,
You're my friend now.
we're having soft tacos. Like, yeah, you just grab this frog and take off.
Don't get too attached to it.
I won't. I don't know what they're gonna do with it, so it might die.
They might use it as an ingredient for something.
This
Oh,
frog's
no.
got the biggest eyes.
Right, to Illis's house.
You fly back
Alright.
to Illis's house. You land. Go in. Gillian's sitting there like angry. Alina has
I want a frog.
fashioned another like totem out of wood that she broke off, and she's currently like etching on runes.
Yeah, I'm drawing the magic circle for it.
Hello.
Hi, we got a frog.
Perfect. Put it here. And I put like a glass jar over top of it. with
It
the
drops
stuff.
like, oh, what the fuck? And that just
Has
Okay.
he been good?
bings off of the glass a couple of times.
Huh? What'd you say, Lotus?
Has he been good?
Yep.
He found out
A
I wasn't
shining-
human.
What?
What?
He said some word that may or may not be true. I don't know.
I would
A
never
last
lie
star?
to you.
Huh?
Something?
I'm not a liar, a murderer, a psychopath, a sycophant,
An
A
egomaniac.
racist?
beautifully dressed. Not a liar.
He called
Regardless,
me
we're gonna try to put his soul in this frog.
Oh, lovely.
That's funny. Oh, we should have gotten a fish.
No, because I think they need.
It needs to be alive, Lotus.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Alright, how are we doing on the vial?
How are we doing on the vial?
It is turning silver
The
quickly.
vial?
It's getting silver.
What are we doing?
Told you, we're putting a soul in this frog.
I'm
Okay,
going
but
to...
what is with the vial?
It's
Gonna
my
help
blood.
us separate his soul from that.
What color do we stop at?
Once it gets silvery white and you can sort of see through it.
Oh,
You
is
just did this.
it murky right now? I'm guessing.
It's not like a gross color. It's a very pretty silver, but you cannot see through it.
Okay.
Is that... I'm getting Dolus remembering the vials he took. Is that the things that he had at his camp?
Similar. Missing some of the other anti-werewolfy ingredients, but they're roughly the same.
And this will just take his soul out of Petron's
Yes.
body?
I had hoped it wouldn't put me in a frog.
That'd be funny.
I mean, if it does, you've shown good faith. We could probably find a possum somewhere.
Oh, maybe he could be my new rat pet.
Oh.
I don't know if you
It's
want
true.
him as your pet.
You know, I got a beetle here. You know.
Oh.
Oh.
And this is all assuming this works. We don't even know if
Hickory
this is
is
going to
just
work yet.
leaned on the table like in half existential crisis.
What about the other meats?
Oh, I'm just going to kill them.
Ah,
What about the Westwood ones?
Oh, we could do the same process with them, one at a time. There's no, no rush on that.
So many pets.
I only have so
Yeah,
much
that
blood.
stuff
Twink.
we made can take care of the others.
I'm gonna have a whole flock of other frog me's keep me company.
Oh,
Maybe we
they
can
won't
put
be
you on the
giving you
same
company.
frog.
I don't know how that will work, I'll be honest with you.
Well, you have 2 minds right now, don't you?
True. Not sure how I would feel about 30 of me all in one head.
Oh, not sure I care.
I wonder if... Now I'm curious. Now I wonder if they would all... If you would join back into one? Or if it would be 30 of you.
In one frog?
We don't even know
I'm-
if one's gonna work yet.
Maybe what Mara can
Yes, but it's
try
got me
talking to
thinking
the
now.
frog later.
And I
and
go start
really
just
see.
jotting notes down in my
I don't
notebook.
know if I want to talk to that frog.
Turn slowly back to you.
You talk a little too much. I'm gonna be honest.
Don't worry, I can understand you too.
You can understand frogs?
Yeah.
Like just frogs, or
Well, and no, not just frogs.
Wait, can you understand shoes?
Yes.
Huh.
oh,
Whose shoes?
Kitty.
Yeah, it doesn't
Cryo
feel
just
good,
died.
does it,
Cryo
Cryo?
just
Doesn't feel good, Cryo, does it? Until you realize I realized it.
Mara, the tincture turns semi-clear.
It's getting there.
Now's probably the time to take it off the heat.
Okay.
The glass is kind of hot, and you're like,
I'll sleeve it.
like it's like taking something warm out of the microwave.
I'll sleeve it. You know.
Bring it over. Now
How's
the
that?
frog just has to take a swig.
I'll grab the frog and just kind of like squeeze it.
Make
like
an
near his-
animal handling check.
Literally handling the fuck out of this animal.
Okay, that's another natural 16 plus 3.
19, yeah. Pick up this frog, and it's like wiggling, and you squeeze it, it's just like, so you like force its mouth open.
Is that hot? Will it kill it?
Yeah, should we'll wait till it cools?
Please don't let me start with a burnt tongue.
Maybe we should
That
pour
might
it
be
out.
fun. Yeah, actually.
No. Are you pouring it?
Yeah.
You pour it, and this poor frog like twitches and spasms in Dolus's hand. It's very cruel to watch. Alina is like, oh. And then you finish off, and it's probably scalding. It's like drinking too hot tea. It's not like you like burned it alive or anything.
It all came full circle.
Yes. Then it just kind of.
I'll just put it back down, put the jar back on top of it.
It seems more placid now, but it is kind of shaking there in a little jar. And Gillian just kind of looks at it and he's like, "Do you think I'll have to share the brain with the frog?"
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably.
I don't think so.
Elena just like slowly holds up the totem. Hands it to Twink.
I
It's all the same
inspected to make
runes.
sure. Yeah, I inspected to make sure.
Make an investigation check.
He's good at that.
I am
Yes.
good at that.
True.
18.
Okay.
It is nigh identical, with one rune slightly changed, seemingly to adapt for a frog.
I mean, yeah, I guess that would work.
Thought if I made it more specific, it would be less likely to do weird soul stuff other directions and just like gestures.
Yep, that's smart. Smart move. Okay, there you go.
Said.
Oh, wait. Oh, we're going to need an hour.
Why?
Oh, you're going to have to attune to that. It needs to be specific to you.
It does.
That sucks.
He just like looks at the frog. It's going to be fantastic.
I think, well, we could all use a bit of a rest. We've all been on about since combat earlier.
I mean, I'm pretty okay. Might go check on the ship while you guys wait.
Okay.
Ah,
I'll
before
stick with you.
any of you can entertain the thought of resting for too long, Twink, like just as you're like, "No, I'll go check on the ship," in your brain, Illis's voice, just, "Twink, please tell me you're finished."
Yeah, I mean, sort of. Finished.
Good, because other you is here.
Fuck. I'll be there in a minute. So,
Yes.
about the ship. No longer going to check on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, gonna go find Illis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then probably talk to other me.
Huh?
Is
Well,
he
apparently
here?
apparently he's here now. So,
Can we kill him before I become a frog?
no, you stay here. Alina,
Yeah.
I forgot your name.
Clark.
Clark. Yes, sorry. You guys mind staying with him?
Certainly, and Clark like does a quick cast, and all of a sudden these magic chains just shoot up and just. Gillian's like, ah,
Oh.
Oh, lovely.
a little
Alina.
unnecessary.
When it's ready, don't just do the test. Message me.
Oh, okay.
What did I just say
Message you
before?
when he's attuned before I let him break it.
Okay.
Actually, she like reaches over and takes it out of his hand.
Smart. Very smart.
Let me know if he's bad.
Okay, well, let's go deal with this.
Wait, Lotus. Lena like turns. Whatever you're gonna do to him, would it kill him?
Kind of looks over at Petra and Gillian.
Trillion.
I don't think so.
Alina's like, I mean, he's been pretty bad so far. I kind of want to know.
Looks over at Gillian.
Gillian is held by, like, the throat and the hands by this magical chain.
Maybe one, so that he stays good.
Lotus,
He did kill me.
What's happening?
Like,
we
looks
can't
at Twink like,
necessarily
"Please save me."
kill him yet. And you're gonna keep him as a pet frog.
Would it kill him, Cryo?
I mean,
You can tell that it would not kill him.
It wouldn't kill him.
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
You know the super secret.
I have
forbidden
important
move?
stuff to do, so you guys decide, and I'm gonna start walking out.
You
I'm
start
gonna go
walking
with
up the
Twink.
stairs.
You know the super secret forbidden move that Raiden told me not to do?
No.
When I was learning about, like, where to hit for, like...
Can we just get this over with?
Oh.
Gillian's, like, exasperated as
Right,
Twink
yes.
and Hicker going up the stairs.
Can I do it?
Twink, you might want to see this, actually. I feel like you'll get a lot of enjoyment out of this.
I don't have time.
You have time for this, trust me.
No, I don't.
Please.
We're gonna blow up.
He's visible
In the-
on the
Yeah,
stairs.
we're looking at you.
Oh. I thought they were like already like up.
Alright.
Do it.
I have permission. So, like, I know that Petron's in there, but I am so sorry.
And I just pull my leg back and just kick him in the nuts.
You pull your leg back, and in the moment as your leg comes back, you see a look of recognition like flash across Gillian's face, and then just.
Ah!
Yeah.
Hickory hears Doc
drops to his
scream
legs.
in her head.
You use berries.
Super secret forbidden technique that Raiden told me not to use. But
He falls
he's right,
over on
don't
his
ever
side.
Use that again.
Is that
That was the most brutal kick to the nads you all have ever seen, including Lorelai kneeing Mara.
Man, I'm glad that Petron already had a
Vicious.
kid because he's not gonna have one
No,
after this.
those sent him back into his stomach.
All right, onward.
let's go.
I'm nauseous.
Hickory is just going up the stairs. It's like, is that how you feel every time?
Doc inside is just like,
Literally crying.
that was so bad. That one hurt so bad. Like in your head.
I didn't even direct his key at all. I don't know why it's like I shouldn't use it. Oh, it's like area of effect. Maybe that's why I should.
Deal psychic damage.
You all leave the basement and head back towards the front.
Christ.
As you're approaching, like it's still the sounds of war, but they're like people are rushing all the injured past you away. Like you have to like fight through the crowd to get towards where Illis and Arlashna were posted up last time. But you eventually get there. And as you get there, you see the gigantic form of Twink's guardian armor over the like rise, bringing its hand down onto the battlefield and just swiping things away.
Oh.
And Illis is like got her back to the mound that Arlashna's on top of, just like, you showed up.
Yeah, I see that.
Can't do anything about that anymore.
Yeah.
The mages that can dispel are on the ship.
That'll
Oh,
help.
shit. Well, it's out of commission for like a while.
Now what?
Guys, like, come up to this mound and you're looking over it, and like the battle's still happening now with this gigantic blue just monstrosity grabbing things and tossing them, like ripping whole chunks of land out and throwing it.
Can you request an audience with him?
Lashna's voice like booms out and just, Tin Seeker! One who you would consider an equal wishes to talk to you. And the Guardian armor like has both of its fists up and is about to bring them down on a part of the field, and it just stops. And then it just like starts shrinking back down. You guys all watch as the gigantic blue structure just shrinks down to like Twink size on the battlefield. And now, behind where it was, you could see the cannon like halfway rolling out of the tree line. Mara's the only one with eyes good enough to see it from this distance, but Twink like hops out of the cockpit. Starlost Twink does. And then another matching thaumaturgy voice just, I won't consider anyone an equal. Marlashna like turns back to you, Twink.
I mean, that's what I would say, so it makes sense.
Yeah, but how would I convince you?
Tell him I'm gonna put Gillian in a frog.
What?
Just tell him that. No, it's gonna intrigue him.
We're gonna put Gillian in a frog! There's like a moment of silence, and not thaumaturgy, but loud enough over the now silence as everybody's like, what the fuck is happening? You can hear, ha! And then thaumaturgy again, you just, okay, no, I'll talk to him. That's really good.
Cool. What, I mean, I don't know where a good place. The tree, I guess. I don't know.
And then thaumaturgy again, just, you can come here.
No, don't like that.
What if we met in the middle?
No, don't like that either.
What do you want?
Somewhere far away.
I don't know if he's gonna go for that.
What about on the
It'll just be
mountain where we
us.
fought Gillian?
Lashna like looks at you.
That's too close. I don't want it that close.
You either want to talk or you don't.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Jesus.
It's this dude I knew
cleric.
back in fucking... Yeah.
Back in Nazareth. Back in Nazareth.
He was a one-man traveling band back in Nazareth.
In the D&D world, Jesus was an artificer.
Anyways.
You know?
Yeah, all right, fine. I'll go halfway.
Arlashna like shouts halfway again. Tweet's just like, so far though. All right, fine. Mara, you watch as he like jumps off the thing, walking out, and then some mechs like are following nearby.
Wait, he's bringing mechs.
What?
We can go with you.
No. I mean, yes, but no.
Well,
Said he won't kill you, right? You think that's changed?
I mean, I guess it depends on how the conversation goes. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, do you want us there?
Is Martin out there anywhere? Do you see that fucker?
Do I see him?
Make a perception check.
Oh boy.
Alright. $15.
Wait, we'll use your passive then, because it's higher than
Okay.
that. You don't see Martin.
I don't
You don't see
Martin.
sign of any other kind of
I'd say
leadership.
Yeah, probably like 80%. Probably 80% good.
I'll drink a potion of greater healing while we're having this conversation.
Okay.
My last one.
Are we going
Fine.
through like the?
You'll have to walk on top of
trenches?
like the trenches.
Right. Okay. Cool. And how many people are like? Is it like an open field, and we're meeting in the middle? Like,
It
what's
is-
the deal?
It is a big open like space that as you weave your way through, there will be a big solid maybe 200-foot opening that you can stand on and interact with each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm good with that.
Okay. You guys watch as Twink goes over the mound and starts walking out. Arlashna kind of like lowers her hands and is just like, it's the first time I've been able to let my guard down since that fucking werewolf showed up earlier.
Need any healing?
She like sits down and goes, you got any of that bark stuff that you have?
Let's see.
Twink, you walking out into the no man's land of the trenches,
Wait, is just
bodies
just Twink
piled up
going?
everywhere. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you going with?
I was planning on it.
I thought
That's
we were
fine.
all going.
Are you all going? I thought Twink said he was going to go alone.
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm trusting him.
I mean, you guys can sneak in the trenches below me if you want, but I will try to stop you if I see you.
I think Lotus has had enough excitement for like an hour, so she's just gonna plop down beside Arlashna.
Yeah, I've had enough.
If you need help, just call.
Yeah, I'm not super far away, right? I'm only like 150,
100 feet?
200 feet.
No, you're going to end up being like 350 to 400
I mean,
feet
still-
away.
Well, yeah, that's okay. Like, that's not super far.
Yeah. Like, the birds could definitely get to you in less than a minute.
I'll pull out my vial of God bar.
All right.
Nice.
I guess we're vibing.
We're vibing. The good shit.
While you're hotboxing Arlashna, the Twink, you trudge through that. The ground is starting to like dry out now. It's not mud anymore, really. There's definitely still wet and like bloodied and watered patches, but there's a lot more dry. So you make your way, and Twink, Starlost Twink, sort of stops like at the edge of this bigger opening with two mechs sort of like 20 feet behind him either way. And he just goes, a frog.
Right?
It's fucking... He's such a pompous dick.
You wanna know what I said to him?
What'd you say?
I said, he goes, oh, really? I said, I'm sure you like it more than that elf.
Ah! So,
What's the deal?
who's... well, I mean, a lot.
Yeah. We gotta figure this out, man.
It's good to meet you, though.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the last time we met, he like, gestures back to the cannon.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it was so beautiful in there, man, but I can't,
I mean, I get it. You don't know. Like, we're not on the same level, so obviously... I won't hold it against you. I mean, maybe a little bit, but I mean, I won't. It's not personal. So, Socks died, huh?
Yeah.
Did you kill him?
No.
Oh, because I want to kill mine, like, every day.
Yeah.
The last 2 weeks with this, best 2 weeks I've had in, like, 3 months. You want to see it?
I can't go over there.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try.
Right?
So what do you want to know?
Really? So, why? What's it for?
It's a gun. It's a railgun.
I know. I know what it is.
Yeah.
But why?
Well, I want to use it to, send things over extremely long distances. I'm thinking we make like a pod, encase it in iron, maybe tungsten, launch it huge distances. That way we'd be able to transport things without the need for magic. We could access new areas. We could even breach the storm wall. All sorts of interesting things. Maybe even go to space.
Why does Martin want it?
Oh, I fed him some bullshit about sucking up the ley lines and opening a hole to some evil dimension he wants access to. That's really fucking easy to convince.
All you could really do with it is destroy the city.
Oh, I mean, city's in the way. I don't want to destroy this.
Well, you don't have to destroy the city.
Well, I don't want to destroy this city.
Okay, wait a minute. Which city do you want to destroy?
Hear me out. I need the ley line to charge the gun. I can get maybe 10% viable shot out of it without that. But if I have the ley line, then I can fire it as much as I need. And well, I mean, I'm like looks at the mechs. I'm gonna blow up Altairi.
But why? I'm not against it. Need you to understand that.
Well, see, Vecnos kind of wants sort of like a destabilization thing. There's a lot of moving parts. I do have to, access the ley lines. Altairi's on top of one. If I blow it up and it becomes a ruin, a lot easier. Plus, I get access to this one. It's a win-win.
What's the deal with the whole Vecnos thing? It's like do you have to do? Like, what's the deal with that?
Oh, well, I mean, he gave me extreme magical power, so, it's not like I really listen to him so much as, like, he asks me to do things, and I'm like, Kieran praises him like a fucking god, but, you know.
Yeah. So, can you give the magical power back whenever, and it's just like a wash? Like, what's the deal with that?
No, he kind of opened my minds to greater secrets of the universe and that kind of thing.
Yeah, but what happens when he takes it away from you?
Oh, he can't.
Oh, so you just have it now.
Yeah, that's why it's like favors.
I like that. That's good.
Right? It's good. It's good, right? Yeah. But look. You're not me. You're a copy, but it's fine. I know you're me and I'm me, and I think together we could really do some cool things. Heard you made a country.
Right?
Now imagine we blow up the Empire and make that part of your country.
Yeah, I'm just not. That's still not against it, but like I'm still the why behind it is still eluding me.
Power. It's really simple, actually.
Yeah, that's not everything.
God, yeah, it is.
Gillian was powerful, and I'm about to put him in a frog.
And Gillian thought he was powerful. Twink, as you're having this conversation with you notice this very clearly as he's talking about power. His eyes kind of sparkle like stars for a second, then it fades away.
There's ways to access the ley line without all this.
Yeah?
So you don't know?
Well, I know that there are other ley lines that aren't here. This one was just relevant, and also I could fuck with Martin, so. Also, the Empire paid for my gun!
Well, this is how it has to be, and this is how it has to be.
It can't work something out?
We can, 100%. But it can't be at the price of this city, and then we'll talk about Altairi.
I mean, if the city just lets me into the tree, I mean, you know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But it has to be just you. Fuck Martin.
I mean, that's fine. Yeah, fuck Martin. We'd even kill all the rest of these fuckers. He like gestures back to the mechs, and they're like, like he's no longer like hiding it.
I don't necessarily think we need to kill them, but rather make them retreat. And I think if your gun points at them, I think they'll do that.
Fair. Sounds like a great plan. He turns back to the mechs. He's like, so, I'm not sorry. And then all of a sudden, just the Guardian armor hand is gigantic in almost an instant, and it grabs one of the mechs and just throws it off into the sky. And the other one turns to try and like retaliate and grabs it and throws it also. And he goes, so, what are we saying?
So you're like right now.
Oh yeah, I mean, fuck it. Why wait?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go talk to the people about this real quick. You mind like waiting right here?
Like looks around at all the shit and he's just like, I'm gonna go wait back there if that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And turns, starts walking back through the dirt.
All right.
Did
you
we
guys
see
all,
those two?
yeah,
mechs
you
fly
guys
up in the
watched
air?
it like the hand grow huge and just yeet the mechs away. Arlashna's sitting there with Mara holding like a bowl with this burning bark in it, and it's just like, no, take this back. Take this back. I don't need this.
Wait, why not? What's wrong? You good?
I don't know if that's a good
What
sign.
the fuck just happened, man? Shit.
Twink comes
Mara and
back
Dolus
over.
walks over and just kind of like slaps his face, like back up to speed. Come on,
Oh, shit. No.
get up, get up.
No.
Twink, you return to Dolus trying to pull Mara up.
What did you do?
Good or bad? Is it good or bad?
Okay.
Why do you throw that fucker? What happened?
May or may not have convinced him to join us to make the Empire either die or retreat.
Oh.
Okay, that's
Uh-huh.
great.
Also said he wouldn't blow up the city.
Okay.
Wants access to the ley lines.
Uh-huh.
Did you say why?
Yeah. Yeah, he gave a lot of reasons why.
What were his reasons?
And
He wants to create a thing to transport things without the use of magic and to potentially breach the storm wall.
Okay.
Why?
What's
Would that destroy the ley line?
No.
what?
And you know that for certain.
No.
I
Okay.
thought the Starloss were the bad thing.
What is that, Lotus? What were you saying?
But the ley line's on fire, isn't it?
No.
Well, the tree's on fire. It is
Yes.
on the ley line.
Right. The ley line isn't a physical thing.
Oh.
Okay.
The
And
ley
what
line.
else? He just wants to breach the storm wall?
Then create a thing that transports things without the use of magic.
what's
That's
the
like a
storm
different-
wall?
Just the
So
wall on
to the far
front.
west, yeah, you really don't know?
East.
I'm not even from here and I know this. If you go
There's a
far
big
enough
storm.
west, you find a wall of storms that you can't go past. That's it, really.
Do we know what's past it? Does
No,
anyone
you
know what's
can't. You
past it?
can't go past it.
That's why he wants to breach it, I suppose.
Do you know what's past it? I'll point at our last one.
Fair question. Do you know?
I don't, and frankly, at the moment, I don't. This is a lot that's happening here.
Yeah. I know. That's why I came back and thought. Well, he thought we were just immediately doing it. That's why he chucked the robots. But I said I gotta talk to you guys first.
This seems like a very There seems like a lot.
It seems like a
turning-
trap.
Yes, there's also turning like the Westwood and his own soldiers into werewolves and all this just for a transportation system.
You gotta think, Dolus. It's me.
Uh-huh.
And you know the things I would do to get what I want.
Okay. I also know that your plans aren't always so short-sighted.
Yes, but for now, this is our really only option to not lose the entire city.
Then what are we gonna do with all the other Gillians?
Yes, what about the werewolves?
Oh, we're gonna kill them.
So are we gonna kill them with you, other big you, and
What?
then?
Yeah.
Or...
I don't know if we even need him. What I made, or will help make.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how many are left even. I mean, been out for, a while.
Wait, so we're just gonna give him the ley line?
Well, we're gonna let him have access to it. The ley line belongs to nobody.
Right.
Gosh, and it's like maybe curtail that phrasing when trying to convince the council of this.
I just sounds very like Arashna said, it sounds very much like a trap. Like he's just saying that and then we let him have access to the ley line and then he destroys the city.
Or they destroy the city and still have access to the ley line. Like we're in an unwinnable war at the moment.
We are at a disadvantage, but how much can we really trust? I mean, you guys have said that these are the worst of the worst.
We've only met 2 of them, so
Technically 3, and the other me killed Eggold and crippled one.
Relashna?
I have enough in the orb for one big Hail Mary. I would take the whole battlefield, half of Sanctuary, and myself with it.
Okay, well don't do that.
That's really all I've got left.
Yeah, but say the problem becomes she's so worn out she can't even do that anymore.
If I keep going, then
Which
yes.
is what happens if we continue.
If you believe this is really the best option, Twink, then
Oh, it's the only one to save the city. So it
Okay.
depends on what they want to do.
then
What about Martin?
I trust you.
What about Martin?
Is this just a solo deal, or is this...
Yeah, it's just the other me.
Can we trust him?
No.
Not go back?
What do we do if he
I mean,
screws
I
us
wouldn't.
over?
What'd you say?
What do we do if he screws us over?
Then I guess we accept our losses and we move on.
And Illis, gets herself up. She's like, Twink, I'm going to get the druids together and begin an evacuation to Twink Tanya.
Yep, that's a good idea.
Humor your other self, as long as he allows it. And if the city has to go, let's just make sure it goes while it's empty.
I agree. I was going to offer that, but I wanted to wait till we talk to the rest of the council members. However, I'm sure you'll fill them in on what's happening.
Well, they're all pretty scattered and exhausted and injured themselves at this point, so... If I get in trouble for making a judicious decision on my own, that's something I'll bear with.
I tried, Illis, but it's the only way.
Hopefully, other you is not a liar, and this is good in the end. If not, then, well, kill yourself? She, like, smirks down at you. In the nicest way possible.
Brandon told me to not tell people that because it's bad.
Good, you shouldn't.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go let him know. Try to keep the gun away for as long as possible.
What should we do?
Well, I don't know.
Can help with the evacuation.
Yup. God, I'm
Alright.
such a leader.
Good job.
Okay.
What are we gonna do about Frog Gillian?
Well, that's how I'm going to tempt him to not get the gun. I'm going to invite him to come watch us put his soul in a frog.
I wanna watch.
If it's okay with you, Twink, I'd like to go with you to Gillian. I have more questions.
Yes, that's fine. Just, we have an hour, so help with the evacuations until then.
Okay.
All right. You guys all distribute.
Before that, it's just like there's probably like 30 or 20 Gillians left, so like they're probably still running around rampant. What about the ones in the lay room? And stuff? In the hospital? Because we haven't addressed those yet.
If works, then we can do it with all of them. However, we gotta make sure it works first.
Well, I think she means more. Are there werewolves in the lay room?
This is like the lay room is where we put our dead. There aren't
Oh.
any werewolves in the lay room.
Okay.
What's
They
the-
were in the hospital, right?
Oh, yeah.
The hospital has been magically sealed for the last 2 hours.
With
With the werewolves inside.
and the doctors, or just the werewolves?
Those who were unable to make it out, yes. The other option was letting 30 Gillians out. So, yes.
Right.
He was hoping they're all as merciful as Petron's version of him is.
Petron's version wasn't merciful.
Well, your sister is still in one piece, so say he was, to some extent.
It's only because Petron was there.
That's literally exactly what I'm saying. I'm just gonna go evacuate people, unless like walks off.
I guess we follow her.
You should go evacuate.
Yep.
Like,
All gonna help with the evacuation while Twink talks to Twink.
Cool.
Twink, you going back out to talk to yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, you start walking out, and as you start walking out, you're just like, hey, on the other side, and the cannon starts like rolling out.
Okay, so here's the deal.
Like he rolls up to meet you in the middle, and he like lifts his little goggles up, and he's like, yeah,
All right, so we're willing to let you in the city, just you.
all right.
The gun stays outside the city for now, till the Empire has retreated. After they've retreated, you'll have access to the ley line.
Okay.
Don't
So-
blow the city up.
Make them retreat. Don't blow the city up.
Yep.
Easy enough. The armor grows big again and turns towards like the westward forces that have all been kind of like reassessing themselves in the tree line. You watch.
Wait, you mean Empire?
Yeah. Did I say westward?
You did, yeah.
I apologize. Yeah, the
I was about to
Empire
say,
forces.
this motherfucker!
And the hand just and then like through the ground and just sends like dozens of them flying, and like the arrows and catapults turn on the guardian armor as it just starts like chopping at the bit with all of them. And Twink's like, all right, and he like hops out. Shall we?
Yeah. Yep. Sure.
He walks with you into the city. What have you been up to for 2 months?
Has it been that long?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. We weren't...
Serpent things happened, and you know.
Yeah. Yep.
Who are the new ones?
Oh, yeah, that's Mara and Hickory.
Mara, Hickory. Okay. Got rid of the 2 annoying fuckers, kept the birds. I can respect it.
Wouldn't necessarily say got rid of.
Okay. I mean,
Anyway.
Kieran's not with you, and Sox isn't with you, so you got rid of them.
What does your Socrates want?
Fucking, I don't know, a peace in our time or some shit.
Huh.
Basically, what we
There's
want.
a theme here. You all want something.
I mean, you want things.
Right. It's a little different with you guys, though.
How so?
It's like your focus. You have a target, and you don't see anything aside from it.
That's how you get things done. That's all that really matters.
Well, no, it isn't. But it is how you get things done, so I won't argue that fact.
Fair enough. Well, no, so there's Iliac, who got a little over his head. You know.
Yep.
Yeah, you know. First favor for Vecnos didn't go over that well. I mean, it went over okay. We got Archibald, so.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to talk about that, too.
Oh, the experiments, fabulous. Turning out great. Think, given a few more months, I might actually be able to siphon out his power. Could use it, could power entire cities, countries.
Would it kill him?
Why does that matter? He, like, doesn't even stop in step as he says it.
Right, but what's the answer?
Well, I mean,
Doesn't matter
most
if it matters
likely.
or not. What's with the dodecahedrons?
Oh, those. I don't know why they're that shape. They are seeds of the world tree.
Oh.
Little drops of dew that coalesce into those things. They become a seed. They all look like that. A lot of magical power.
Did he give them to you?
Vagnost?
Yeah.
I mean, he gave everything to us.
Seeds of the world tree. Why would he have that?
I gotta introduce you to the guy.
No, that's okay.
Oh no, it'll change your life.
Some things you don't change.
Oh, come on, look at me now. Look at what we can be. He like gestures out to the armor that's just like laying waste. No one can ever make fun of us. No one can ever bother us. No one can ever get in our way.
I don't have that issue now.
No, you're You're not seeing it. You're not seeing the bigger picture, and the eyes like do that same little twinkle again. Same thing with the other ones. Lotus or Nameless or whatever that shite she's calling herself can't get her mind off of her mum.
Yep, that's her focus.
And then Kieran wants to serve some grand cause of the stars.
Huh? It's weird.
Guys, yeah, right. Me, I just want power before it's all said and done. I want to sit down, know that I'm on top of it all, just for a moment.
But then what?
Well, then it all goes away. It's all going.
Huh. And that's fulfilling?
Well, once you know the truth, then about as close as to fulfilled I'm ever gonna get.
And what is the truth?
You need to introduce fact. See,
Or
the
you
truth
could just
is,
Tell me.
and he like leads in. He's like, we are nothing compared to him. And I hate that. It broke me at first. It took me longer than any of the rest of us. For I finally accepted that we're nothing compared to him. Iliac broke first. He just had to protect his sister, of course, and then she went following her brother. I don't even know if Kieran's. I don't know where he's at, but then it was Socks, and then I finally set in. Got the bigger picture.
If there isn't a bigger picture?
That he's the bigger picture. You see, they tell you, right? Lashna told you, her and her little group, that star is Vecnost. Was Vecnost. Points up at the sun.
Well, I was told it was half of Vecnos.
You know what the roots of a tree look an awful lot like? A nervous system. You know what it's all... The reason he's the god before gods is because he's everything. Twink. Bahamut, Tiamat, the rest of the Pantheon, they couldn't deal with the fact that there was something they couldn't control, reality itself, so they made it into something. And then they broke it. Everything that ever is, was, could be, gods, mortals, future, past, present, it's all bits within Vecnost. And he like holds his hands up.
What does Vecnos want?
Same thing anything that's broken wants to be fixed. He's gonna get it one way or another eventually. Can't fight eternity, so might as well get my bit out of it while I can.
God, that's so weird.
Right? That's why it took me so long. Had me strapped up in a cage for weeks.
Yeah, it makes sense. I could never imagine myself being a pawn.
Turns to you. I still don't get it.
Guess I'll have to be strapped up in a cage for weeks.
Okay, I'll show you. Show everybody one day. But for now, let's turn Gillian into a frog.
I agree.
Like walks along. clearly a little unhinged. You go to the tree.
So, that totem.
Mm-hmm.
What
Socks
did it
and
do
Martin.
exactly?
What Socks and Martin together did a little work with me. Basically, that tincture linked together any infected that he bit while he was drinking it. Then the moment his soul should have gone to the outer planes, it cracked it apart into all of them.
Yep, that's what I thought happened.
Mm.
How do you undo it?
Truth be told, didn't think that far in. I just thought it would be funny to deny him the death he wanted so badly. It's funny, right?
It was funny at first. It would have been funnier had he not torn apart the battlefield in the process.
Casualties.
So, the best I can determine is trying to put him into another thing.
Well, according to Socrates, he's eventually going to just sort of peter out. It's not permanent. Can't keep him trapped up in there forever.
No,
At least
especially
unless the
since-
vessel wanted him to be there forever.
Yeah, I noticed that the one that we have was fighting back.
So, an elf, right?
What if we created golems?
Well, we could probably put Gillian in golems.
Yeah, I mean, a construct doesn't necessarily have to let him in.
True.
And there's nothing there to begin with.
What about the mechs? We could modify them, put him one of those. No, then he'd have a chainsaw.
Yeah, and a flamethrower.
Yeah, we can take the core out of that. Then it's just a tube. Can't take the chainsaw out of the arm. I guess we could take the arm off. Could you imagine
robot with
Gillian
no
stuck with
arms?
just? Could you imagine him stuck with just one arm? That'd be hilarious.
Oh, you're gonna like this.
Follows you down the stairs the moment he sees Gillian, like Petrin there, chained up with one arm. He just goes, "Ha!" You're right. I do like that.
Yeah.
Alina's like against the table. Hi, Twink and Twink.
We're gonna have to work on this. Like, what do they call you? What do they call me?
Me? So, I mean, obviously they just call me Twink, but the lesser cultists, they call me, I have this, hang on one second. They call me Twink the Great. Yeah, I know it's stupid. Look, I didn't come up with it.
It was just how you adjusted your neck collar when you said it.
You squint at you.
You'll be Twink 2 and I'll be Twink 1.
Oh, no. Original is 1. You are 2.
No. You see, they know me, so I am 1. You are 2.
We'll come back to this.
How much more time do we need?
Alina still up against the wall is like 4 minutes, 5 minutes.
That's the frog.
Ooh. Nice.
You think he'll be able to talk? You think he'll share a brain with it?
Don't know.
Don't think so.
I never really cared going in. Martin proposed the idea, and then I took it to Socks, and then I just kind of rolled with it.
But imagine if you knew.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, it's just hard for me to believe you didn't want to know to start with.
Bigger things. Gotta prioritize. Looking at the frog, nodding.
Yes, but the little things can sometimes stepping stone you up.
I don't need a stepping stone. I'm already elevated to a different level.
So, why do you want to blow up Altairi?
For enacting the Unreliables law to bust open that particular ley line. Eventually I'll have to aim at all of the others, so I'll start with the unoccupied ones first, if that makes you feel better.
Why do you need all of them?
Because the more unstable this plane gets, the easier it is to get Vecnost back.
Oh, that makes sense. Wait, what?
Then everything will just become one, and nothing will exist anymore.
So you're saying
it'll all
Vecnost exists on all planes simultaneously?
Everything.
That's, like, not possible.
Things that existed before or outside of reality as we see it might not be affected, but, you know. Where the hell are you going to find one of those?
I just don't get it.
It's okay. I'll show you after all this, and then you'll understand. Gillian, chain there, he's like, as riveting as this lovely self-satisfaction circle is, can I please be a frog now, so that I don't have to bear it any longer?
Yeah, I guess it's about that time, huh?
Lena, hands, lets him fully grab the totem. She had attached it to him so he could attune, because he has to be touching it, but she, pulls it off a little sleeve she made and puts it in his hand. Twink, I want you to know. I am going to be disappointed for an eternity that your face is the last thing I see. Twice.
You're gonna see things from that frog.
I hope not. And he cracks the thing in his hand. There's that black mist, and Petron's eyes roll in the back of his head, and then he just slumps to the floor. All of the lights, all of the candles and magical lights, just out, and it's pitch black. And then Alina just, a candle lights up, and she's like, is he a frog?
Are you a frog?
The frog looks up at you, and it's silence, and then through the glass you just hear, fuck you.
I think he's a frog.
So do we put him in a little jar now? Put him in magical stasis? We can keep him on our hip and just force him to watch us do all of these things?
Well, I gotta put all the other ones in that frog too.
All in one?
Yeah, I want to see what happens.
Ooh, no, that's a good one. That's a good idea. I like that. All right,
So
first though.
They're out eventually, anyways, right?
Yep. Cannon first, and he starts going up the
Wait
stairs.
a minute. You think it could become a werefrog?
Looks at the frog. What's up at you? Angry little frog.
Guess not.
What should I do with
the body
frog?
hasn't been infected, so
All of a sudden, the body on Petron's body on the floor just.
Oh fuck! I forgot. Petron, are you okay?
Everything hurts.
It's you though, right? It's Petron.
No, it's fucking. It sucks. I came back from the great beyond. Yes, it's me.
Okay, well, if you knew what I knew, that
Why am I chained to the floor?
Because you weren't you.
God.
Oh, Clark, could you
The chains vanish. And Fetch like sits himself up and he goes, "Oh, I feel sick.
Oh yeah, it's probably the magical knockback.
Oh,
Yeah. Sorry about that, buddy.
why are my pants burnt?"
You were crawling out of a fire.
And I'm covered in mud and
You were climbing through a hole away from a fire. You don't remember any of it?
I was at home, and then I really wanted to kill Socks. It was like when we were teenagers all over again. I don't know, and then I just woke up here.
Okay, so you don't remember any of it. That's weird.
I had a dream about the bird, the little one.
Oh. Good to have you back,
It's
buddy.
Funny. Holy shit! Like he finally processes that there's two of you, and he like scrambles to his feet, like stumbling, like fuck. He like grabs a bottle off the table and like smashes it and points it at you.
It's okay. Alina, Clark, will you take Petron to his family? Be evacuated?
Alina like lowers his hand that's got the broken bottle in it, and Clark like ushers him to the stairs. So, cannon now.
Not yet. Almost.
Are you
No,
stalling?
Yeah, 100%. I have to make sure you don't kill anyone. I mean, you would do it too, right?
Yeah, that's why I know you're stalling. So,
You know, power can be obtained without, destroying the planes.
no, this is right.
Okay.
I'm gonna go now. And he like goes to the stairs.
Well, don't bring the cannon in.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Goes up the stairs. Almost lost in his own world as he goes.
I let him go.
Yeah. As he leaves, you think about it for a second. He almost reminds you of like the way he's erratic and sticks to his guns in the weirdest way. He reminds you similar to Harmon. Like it's like all he saw and all he's been forced through has rendered him not you anymore.
Oh, the frog. Scoop up the frog.
You know he's gonna blow up the entire town, right?
Yep.
What are you gonna do to stop that?
Well, don't know yet.
I'm just saying you have a hospital full of me's and I really want him dead.
I thought about that.
You just tell him the ley line's inside, throw him in and close the door.
He already knows where it is.
Fair. If you leave me unattended, I want you to know I'm jumping off the nearest cliff.
Got a better idea.
What's your better idea?
I'm gonna put you in a golem. Make you my assistant forever.
Do I get hands back?
Yep.
The rest of you out helping with the evacuation. Solid time goes by, everybody rushes to trees, portals are being made, the ship has lowered the chain. Lorelei has like slid down the not the chain, the rope. She's slid down the rope to like meet all of you, and she's like, "So what the fuck is happening?"
We're evacuating the city.
Got it.
We're
Giving up the
Kinda
ley
like-
line.
yeah, we're letting him in.
Not even gonna fight him?
Apparently not. It's our only option.
Okay.
Honestly, last time we fought one of them, one of us died. I can see why he thinks that.
And this Twink, he is exceptionally strong.
Cleared half the field with one move with his armor.
Still got casters on the boat that can dispel. If we put them up in the right position.
I don't think our Twink will let us.
I think we'd lose in the long term. I think that's what Twink was trying to tell us.
I think that the other Twink would win in a battle of attrition.
And so I think we're just cutting our losses and not losing further.
Apparently, the other Twink just wants the ley line for breaching the storm wall and creating a transportation service, which I don't personally buy into, but if it is true...
Oh, it's definitely bullshit.
Oh, yes. But if it happens somehow to be true, then it's great. The city still stands. If not, that's why we're... in the case that it's not true, that's why we're evacuating everyone.
If you all go through the trees to Twinktania, then I won't be able to follow. I have to stay with the ship.
I'm not going.
I'm not going either. Twink's staying.
That means we stay.
And so we're just gonna evacuate all the people that, aren't us. And then we wait and see what happens. We reconvene with Twink and then we go from there.
They're okay. Kind of nodding over the railing. Eggled just... So are we gonna die?
No.
God damn it.
You sound like Gillian.
Up behind you.
Died, Did you see the void?
I saw a good night's rest.
I think that's the void.
God willing. Behind you, you all hear just... So what's all this then?
Oh, hi.
Harmon. He's like bloodied and battered and shit. He's got a knife still stuck in one of his shoulders.
Oh my goodness.
Lachlan is there next to him, like covered in blood that is not his. Got a little crazy there.
You didn't get bit, right?
Oh, it was glorious.
You didn't get bit, right?
I watched him rip the head off a werewolf.
Okay, but neither of you got
We didn't get
hit.
bit.
Okay. Or slashed.
Mm-mm.
Damn.
Got Lachlan turns. There's like 7 arrows in his back. And he's like, got a lot of these.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Please, both of you, rest up.
Yeah,
Harmon,
you
like,
guys should-
the wheels up. He goes, "Where's Twink?"
talking to himself.
Oh! It's good, I do that myself sometime.
No, the other him. The
Where?
second him.
The Starlost.
Oh, Twink's not Starloss. Twink's just a little fella.
There are Harmon. Harmon, do you know that there are two of us? There are.
There what?
Okay, Grandpa, let's go.
Let's get you to bed.
No, I have to tell Twink. I have to tell Twink what I've seen.
What do you need to tell Twink?
What?
We can tell Twink.
Tell Twink. And I mean this in the kindest way possible. He has to kill himself.
Why so?
I don't know!
A lot of people saying that recently.
Are they? Has he done something wrong?
No, a lot of people have been telling him to kill himself.
People usually do that if you do something wrong.
Harmon, why do you say this?
Well, I don't know. Saw it in my sleep, in my wake, something.
You saw it in
I
your
got an
sleep.
idea.
Okay.
She's gonna put both of her hands on Harmon's wheelchair.
Oh, hello!
Harmon, I need you to trust me.
I trust anybody who doesn't have a knife currently planted inside me. And I don't think that one's
I want
yours.
to try to mind link with him.
It's like in the middle of saying that sentence and he just... like you all watch him like seize up. Hick, I would like you to make a wisdom save.
Okay. Man, shout out to the fact that I get advantage on those. That would be an 18.
All right. You guys watch this. Hick looks Harmon dead in the eyes and her eyes just like back to the whites. And Harmon just like shuddering in his seat.
What?
Hick, you're mind linking. You get to talk first.
Harmon, why does Twink need to kill the other him?
Oh, because the Starloss can't be trusted.
Why not?
Well, because they're, plotting to bring about the end of all reality.
Twink said that they were just trying to build a transporter.
Oh, that's what they believe. Vecnos makes them believe whatever they want to believe. Power, riches, safety, shows it all to them, and then he shows him the end.
Okay. What do we do about it? They're stronger than us.
Oh,
Infinitely.
hell if I know.
Okay.
Don't worry, Doc. You'll figure something out.
What? Thank you, Harmon. We'll do something about it.
Do something about what?
I'm gonna end the mind link.
Harmon in the seat's just like, oh!
What just happened?
Percent
They're not
back
just
to my
having a
narrative.
Transporter.
Huh?
They're not just
Well,
building
what-
a transporter.
What are they making?
They're gonna use that gun to bring back Vecnost.
Well, I think that everything they're doing is to bring back Vecnost, is it not?
It's not just for transport. It is still a weapon.
To breach the storm wall.
Kind of. It's hard to navigate still. I had to ask a lot of questions, and frankly, Harmon, your head's kind of hard to get around.
Oh, trust me, I'm navigating it all day, every day.
We can't trust him. At all. I don't know how, but we gotta try and stop it.
I think it's too late for that.
I think evacuation first, and then we go talk to Twink.
Cry out about how much of the city is evacuated.
I think 2/3.
Okay.
Do we want to split up a little? Grab some mages in case?
I don't...
Moralize like, look, evacuation first. If shit hits the fan, it hits the fan. If we have to kill Twink, we kill Twink. Not our Twink. Other Twink. I mean, I guess if we have to kill our Twink, we could kill our Twink too. But I'm not saying that's off the table if necessary. I'm just saying,
Let's finish what we were doing.
Okay.
Twink back in the tree with Gillian. Gillian the frog's just like, what are you gonna do once he betrays you?
Oh, I mean, he's already going to betray me. It's what can we do?
Not a lot at the moment.
Nope.
But do you think you'd be willing to listen to just one crazy plan? Not from a frog or a murderer. Well, I mean a murderer. Not from a frog or a murderer or an inquisitor, but one of the greatest magical minds of the Empire?
You know where Martin is?
Funny. I want him dead, and I'll help you.
Yeah, I know.
So then, shall we?
My question is, we got to make a deal on it.
Well, I mean, you're already going to put me in a body that's not a frog, and as I just said, I really want him dead, so...
Well, that's the deal. The deal is, you willingly go into the body. You willingly give up your ability to make decisions. You can only answer to commands.
I mean, if I agree that I'm still gonna try and work around it, right?
I'll promise you won't be able to.
That's a challenge I'm willing to take. So then, let's kill a Starlost.
Yeah, let's do that.
And that's where we're gonna end our session today.
This is the first time I've written like 4 pages of notes.
There is so much.
That was a lot dropped.
That was
You
so
finally
much.
you had a conversation with him. That's how we all knew the moment you finally got to sit and talk with him.
I knew it.
None of
He
us
didn't.
died.
None of them. He didn't want to kill any of you. It was never an issue if you didn't.
Bigger picture.
It's all about the bigger picture.
I don't
So
like that
much bigger
picture,
picture.
man. I don't
Are you
like-
guys excited for episode 50?
No, you fucking timed this.
Just
Ladies and
want to remind
gentlemen.
everyone, Starloss is a scripted show.
Yep.
I have the script. No one else does. That's
Yeah.
the fun part.
Yeah.
All right. I hope you all had a good time. I know I did. I can't wait to see you all next week. I can't wait for all of you to see us next week. Or the week after. Because it really depends on the schedule at this point. Regardless, check us out on our Discord, on our Twitter. Like, comment, subscribe. We've got a Ko-fi, so you can check out merch and all sorts of fun subscriptions and get your episodes a few days early, so you don't have to wait quite so long for the pain that is the next episode. But for now, bye!
I have a headache.
Bye!